Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. The big question on everyone's mind tonight is who will have the first stolen base and buy Americans with the Taco Bell app one free taco. My money's going to be on Corbin Carroll. All right, class is in session. Today's lesson is dedicated to the number 50. And once again, we go to a Chicago Bear linebacker, Mike Singletary, Samurai Mike. Now, you've probably watched a game and heard the announcer say that the defensive back was watching the quarterback's eyes, had that second head start, undercut the receiver, and took the interception to the house. Now, with Mike Singletary, it was the players watching his eyes. They were intimidating, and once you were locked in those tractor beams, it was hard to look away. Now, some of you do know that Mike Singletary was also a coach, and here's my favorite moment from his coaching career.
Players that think it's about them, what it's about the team. No, you know what? This is how I believe, okay? I'm from the old school. I believe this. I would rather play with 10 people and just get penalized all the way until we got to do something else, rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. Cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
I absolutely love that, and I still love it. Whenever I talk to my boys or the kids that I coach, there's a couple things. I want you to be coachable, and I want you to be a good teammate. You know, when things are going well, you're playing well, winning games, slapping backs is very easy to do. It's when you're going through those tough stretches, and we've all played sports before, they're gonna happen. You're losing games, have a losing season, personally a tough stretch. That's when you need to be the same person. You gotta be slapping those backs. You gotta be the positive person in the room, and hopefully you've got a room full of those people. And this morning, I watched Mike Singletary's Hall of Fame speech. And one of the things I took away was being grateful and mentioning to those people in your life that you're grateful for, let them know. And last night, I had something very cool happen. I was part of a Zoom call. You know that I played college golf, and the college team has a new golf coach. It's kind of like a little meet and greet. And it was outstanding to see my teammates, who are still very good friends of mine, seeing guys that came before me that kind of led the way, and then seeing guys that played after us, and hopefully we set a good example for them. And, I do know we won 3 conference championships, folks. I do know we played at Sawangataha Country Club. We were very lucky to have that. I don't remember much about the courses we played, the rounds that I shot or whatever, but I do remember all of my teammates, and I am thankful for everyone that played with, whether it was in college, high school, or even before that. Alrighty, let's now get into the cards. So to lead off today, we're going to take a look at what Topps football cards looked like when they were making them. We know that lawsuit that's going on, but let's start off here. Here's 2015. That was the last year that Topps made football cards. Let me tell you, minis were a big thing. So those of you opening Allen and Ginter and dropping them all over the place, minis were a big thing in Topps football. So I spent, it was around maybe $15 to get all of these cards. Got a Randall Cobb, and this one's numbered, in fact. 7 out of 99, and they had some mini inserts, but also some mini sets as well. Here's what that base chrome looks like. Aaron Rodgers no longer playing, rehabbing, and here's our refractor of Jordy Nelson, one of my favorite Green Bay Packers. When they traded back in the draft and took Jordy Nelson, I was like, what are you doing? But again, it's not the Tony Mandris draft. That's when we had some Ron Wolf, Ted Thompson doing the drafting. Things were going pretty well back then, folks. All right, Topps Finest. Another set we have now for baseball. Imagine what Topps Finest will look like when they start making football cards again, hopefully. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. And here's 2 baseball sets. Well, Fire is no longer around, and I do like, they're pretty similar designs from like year to year, but this Topps Valor was another football set. Here's the base. It has that Topps Fire feel to it, and the inserts all have something like Gridiron Warrior for Andrew Luck. And I did buy this card just because I love that Captain Andrew Luck Twitter account that made a tweet here recently. So pretty cool looking cards. Back, usually story about them, kind of one or two stat lines to go along with it. And I did pick this up. I know that Museum Collection came out the other day. Not very flashy for the Museum Collection for football, but it was a numbered 40 out of 99 for Jordy Nelson. I was kind of surprised at how cheap this card was, but also just kind of a plain Jane design to it. Here's our Topps Chrome. Our base Topps, and then a Topps Chrome that went along with it. Brett Favre, that's the man right there in my book. And this is probably my favorite from that year. It was the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowl. So once again, we got a mini Paul Hornung Super Bowl on the 50. Talks about Super Bowl I right there. Come on, get into focus for us, maybe. There we go. We talked about Paul Hornung the other day. About a couple weeks ago, I should say, in fact. And then Aaron Rodgers, his one Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. Definitely should have been more, but, what are you going to do? Other teams want to win as well. And that's one of the things you do hear about Aaron Rodgers. There are things in, like, the media people may not agree about, but you always hear from his players, people in the building, like, he's a good teammate. He's a guy that you want to jump on their front lines with. All righty, so we're now going to get into our silver packs. Baseball starts off tonight. So we have a silverback, one from Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. Looking to maybe get a numbered card or an autograph out of here even. And then we'll go downtown hunting, folks. I got to remember to have that Prime that Jack saved for me. The other day we talked about how little Prime on the bench for Jax is what turned his game around. All right, we do have a blue card in here. That's going to be pretty sweet. So it starts off with Vladimir Guerrero, Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson. Man, this is a sweet pack so far. Who do we get? Oh, man. Wander Franco. Not very desirable card anymore. It's out of 150. In fact, one of the things people talked about was Stadium Club. Maybe it was delays. They were taking all the Wander Franco cards out of there. I did see someone open up Holiday, Topps Holiday, one of our favorite sets of the year, and there's a Wander Franco ornament in there. So we did get our numbered card. Should have been a little bit more specific maybe. All right, on to our Series 2. I will be, normally I kind of take the weekends off. I will come at you tomorrow, though. We're going to open up some jumbo packs from each of these because there is a World Series game being played tomorrow as well. Tobar, that's a nice Colorado rookie right there. Mark Appel. Eguy. Rosario. And Joe Musgrove. That's definitely a plain Jane pack right there, but wasn't Series 2 plain Jane anyways? All right, here we go. We've got our Topps Update silver pack. All right, anything special in there? Does not look like it, but Yu Darvish, you. Moreno, Diamondbacks, Jazz Chisholm, that's one of Graham's favorite players right there, and Bay. All right, so that's it for now, the baseball. Now the main attraction. The reason we all show up on Fridays, our downtown hunt. Jack saved me a little bit of Prime there to take. That Glowberry, it is good. I'm not going to lie to you, folks. Glowberry is a good Prime flavor. I'm not a big Prime connoisseur like some of the kids, but it is a good flavor. All right, here we go. Let's go. Does it pay off? Bills did win last night. Devontae Wyatt, Jaquan Brisker. Got some defensive players there from the NFC North. All right, come on. Downtown. Is it our time? Mike Alstott, I did see him play in high school. He was a beast. Definitely a man among boys. Matt Ryan, Eric Dickerson, Sky Moore. One last chance to go, folks. One last chance. Tyler Lockett on my fantasy football team. Injured going into the week, I think. Brian Robinson Jr., that's what the downtown would normally be, folks. Kyle Hamilton out of the University of Notre Dame. So that's not a total loss. Class is dismissed.